interview. I am very excited to be interviewing a wonderful physician, Dr. Constance Okeke. We will be discussing her new upcoming book, the Glaucoma Guidebook, Expert Advice on Maintaining Healthy Vision. You mentioned the book is intended for patients, but do you also see this as far as maybe being offered by physicians in their own offices to give to patients or recommend to patients that maybe have glaucoma, or maybe have family members that have glaucoma, or maybe just want some more information on the topic?
Yes, it's exactly another area for that. Like I mentioned, as a physician who does have limitation of time, I don't even have enough time to tell my patients all of these things. And so being able to say, okay, here's a trusted doctor who has spelled out a lot of the information that I would like to give you or I support, and here's information that you can go beyond this exam, what I'm telling you, to be able to dive even a little bit deeper. And another thing I was going to mention again about the market, we know that a large population of patients who have glaucoma are patients who are of African descent or Hispanic descent, people who are minorities. And having an author who is leading in that field talking about this actually puts sometimes a little bit of some increased interest in hearing about the information, because they're like, okay, that person looks like me. And they're saying this because glaucoma can be a disease that's really difficult to talk about because a lot of people don't feel it and they don't often see it. And so they can be like, do I really have a problem here? And so that trust factor can sometimes be an issue. And so it's another outlet or opportunity for patients to just have another way to be interested in hearing the information and feeling a little bit more area about trusting the information that's being given. But to follow up on what you were mentioning before about the different offices, I do see this as something that doctors will embrace and be able to say, hey, there's a great resource to learn more about glaucoma. In the book, there's also a chapter that is for actually the caregiver. There's a section on how the caregiver can help to respond to or encourage the patient with glaucoma, because there have been times when I've seen, like, for example, a patient is in the room and they have significant glaucoma and really constricted visual fields. And then a patient's family member will say, well, she says she can't see, but there could be something across the floor that she's able to see. How is she able to see that? But she has, advanced glaucoma. And being able to try to help the family members or the caretakers to understand what's going on, because sometimes there can be a big disconnect. And when they start to understand, okay, there's certain things that she might be able to see, but it's in a very limited field of view. And maybe that's the reason why when someone comes to shake your hand, you don't see the hand because your view is so limited up here. You didn't reach out to see their hand down here. And so there's a section on how for the caregivers, and so that there's now a way for them to start to understand, and also the ways that they can be more helpful. There's apps and resources for them as well. So it's meant to be for targeting a certain population of the glaucoma patient, but also their family members, people who are at risk, and also healthcare providers that can help inform those patients too.
That's great. It kind of sounds like you've got everyone in the mix that could be a part of this patient's journey, whether it's a family member, whether it's the patient themselves, whether it's somebody that might be helping them. I mean, it sounds like it's an incredible book for really anybody that has any sort of interest in glaucoma or needs to kind of know a bit more about it.